Have you ever dreamt of exploring Alaska, maybe camping in the mountains and waking up to the sun rising above rugged mountain peaks in front of you? Or harvesting a salmon and eating your catch at camp that night? If so, this is the video you've been looking for. This is the final episode of our Alaska series. My 17-year-old son Jordan has been dreaming of catching a salmon in Alaska for most of his life. So this year we flew to Anchorage, we rented a Jeep, and we're camping in Jordan's tent that he got for his 10th birthday. Over the next couple days, we're exploring Hatcher Pass and panning for gold at Independence Mine.
Found some pyrite.
Kayaking to the Valdez Glacier, and we're catching salmon one last time. As always, we love chatting with you in the comments, so be sure to say hi. Let's get started with breakfast. Just came out of the tent and said, "Holy moly, there's a moose. It's right across the lake here." And that is one of the things I really wanted to see. And we're just going to throw a stick of butter in there, close up the tin foil on there, and that's just going to broil it, hopefully.
Yeah, we're going to hope
in theory, hopefully that'll work out. We'll see.
We're going to hope that this goes well. Hope that all of that meat just melts off.
Yeah. Jordan wants to take this salmon head. We're going to boil it down, and we're going to take the skull of it home, along with the skeleton of the tail. Absolutely beautiful location, but these bugs are so bad. I think we're going to find another place as soon as we're done doing the thing with the salmon head here. Incredible place to experience, except for the bugs.
Open that tinfoil up some more. See what we got. Oh, we have a cooked head.
I have heard salmon eyes are edible.
Yeah? Well, I'm not going to eat it.
So that's it. That is the skull of a salmon.
Yeah.
A lot of cartilage.
For the most part, I accidentally took off a bit.
Yeah. So he's missing part of his head.
Yeah.
He's missing a lot more than the part of his head.
Yeah.
It was time to move on. We drove back up the Seward Highway en route to a place I'd been hearing a lot about lately, Hatcher Pass. It was definitely one of the must-visit places on my list for this trip, although I really underestimated it. Also, I lost reception and we ended up on Archangel Road, and wow, what a place. Man, this is crazy. Look at all these people here.
Yeah. There's one.
there's less actual trees.
Yeah, we're in Alpine now. It's blueberry season, and they are ripe, and everybody is up here picking berries today. And so we're going to see if we can find some as well. Why not? Jeez, look at that backdrop. Check it out. Here are some blueberries. Right here.
Ah.
Yeah, look at that. Little blueberry. A bunch more right here.
Kind of tastes a bit like Tang.
We'll try one here. All right, here goes my first blueberry from Alaska. Yeah, not real sweet, a little tangy. You're right. What do you think? Should we grab a container and forage a little bit?
A bit.
Yeah, let's grab a container. We made it to the top of this road. What this road is, I'm not sure, but these peaks are pretty incredible. We were shooting for Hatcher Pass and also Independence Mine, and somehow we ended up way to the east of them, ended up offline, and I lost my maps. I'm not sure where we're at right now, but man, this place is incredible. Hey, check out these peaks over here. They got the first snow of the season the other night. All right, let's head back down the pass.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I think that is the ocean down there. I could be wrong. I can't tell for sure. I believe that is the ocean out there. That would be Knik River area, I believe. What we were actually seeing was the Knik Arm and the Chugach Mountains just on the other side. And after our little detour up Archangel Road, we finally made it to Independence Mine. Paid our dues, let's go explore the mine. You ready, Jor?
Yeah, it looks like people could actually live inside it.
Yeah. First up, we have the big house, and this was built in 1939 for the general manager of the mine. Really, if this was built in 1939, I probably work in a lot of houses that are older than this. We live in a house that is much older than this. How about it, Jor?
Yes.
So, actually, this place isn't in too bad shape at all. Right here is the old mess hall, right there. Over here, let's see, this is a warehouse here, and it looks like a bunkhouse right there. And I'm not sure what that one is. Oh, that's the bunkhouse right over there. Hatcher's Point of Discovery right here, 1906. That was the original claim. That is what it looked like right there. It's definitely seen some better days, no doubt about that. This guy, Harry Rice, was a miner that started in 1938, and he worked the Telluride mining district in Colorado, where we were at last year. So he came from Telluride up here. He worked as a miner here at Independence until the wartime closure in 1943. He later returned to become the mine foreman in 49. Man, we should have brought our gold pan.
Yeah.
Some old equipment in there.
Mercury was driven off, then condensed, recovered, and reused. What remained was a porous mass of somewhat impure crude bullion known as a gold sponge, which was shipped to Seattle, Washington.
Basically, they used this building to test the purity of the gold and to find out which parts were the best areas to mine gold. Here we have number 1 bunkhouse and number 2 bunkhouse over here. I smell food. They have shovel and gold pan rentals, so we are going to go pan for gold in Independence Mine on Hatcher Pass. Living the dream. Oh man. Well, good thing I have waterproof boots. Yeah. Found some pyrite, huh? Fool's gold. Well, yeah, check that out. Huh. Got a couple of flakes. Right in there. Look at that. We got gold. Fool's gold and real gold. We found gold in Alaska. All right. Well, it's about time to pack it up. Our rental's about done here. They're about ready to close, so I'm gonna take our stuff back in. What a fantastic experience, man. If you're in Alaska, I highly recommend. Check out the Independence Mine. That was pretty cool. Actually, panning for gold mining in Alaska. We got a little vial, and we were able to bring that piece of pyrite back home with us, the fool's gold. Right there it is. So we got that little piece of fool's gold that we're bringing home with us. And Jordan is bringing a piece of real gold home as well.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I ate it because I didn't want to go back.
Salmon's about done. Salmon, blueberries.
Ooh.
And a view. Check it out, man.
And mostly no bugs.
No bugs. Yes, you are correct.
That's even better.
That is a huge advantage to being up here on the mountain.
Not enough oxygen for them to survive.
Yep. No bugs, man. That was bad this morning. How was it tonight?
Still pretty good.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised. This fish actually does not taste fishy. I mean, I don't know if it's the way we cooked it or what, but I mean, we just threw a bunch of barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on here, and it tastes pretty good, I'll tell you what. Especially after being outside the last few days, and I don't know, it just something about catching, cooking, eating your own food, and then the berries on top of that. It just, I don't know, it feels good to the soul, and it tastes good too. I usually prefer to be away from the road, but something about this spot spoke to me when we drove by it yesterday, and the sunrise this morning did not disappoint. Wednesday morning. I've been hearing what I thought was water running all night. I didn't know where it was coming from, but right there's the waterfall. I thought it was either that or wind coming down through the valley, but it was very calm here last night. No wind whatsoever. So I figured there had to be water around here somewhere, and there was coming down the mountain there. So it's pretty cool. We're gonna get some coffee on here and just check out this view. Amazing view here. We're gonna get some coffee on here, get everything packed up, and we are going to Valdez today. Valdez, Alaska. They always say save Valdez for last, because if you go there first, you're gonna be disappointed in the rest of Alaska. So I'm eagerly anticipating what this day holds. Salmon jerky.
If we can't catch one, we can certainly eat one.
And we're gonna try some jerky here. All right, Jor, open it up. Let's see how it tastes.
All right.
It better taste great because it's expensive.
I can imagine.
What do you think? Pretty fantastic?
Yeah, you should try some.
Let's try some. All right, first taste of salmon jerky. Ooh, that smells like salmon. It smells like salmon, but it doesn't really taste like salmon. It tastes like regular beef jerky with a hint of fish.
Yeah, but you can tell it's salmon.
Yeah, you can. Yep. It's good though. Good. All right, let's hit the road again. Rivers, mountains, glaciers, vistas, everywhere. Oh, and salmon jerky. You know, just another day in Alaska. Such a ridiculously scenic road. There's stuff to see everywhere. It's important to note that last night was the last that I emptied my drone SD card, and that was a mistake. You'll notice that from camp this morning and the rest of this video, there's some missing drone footage. Oh man, look at this. We got her. Man, oh, it makes your heart pound. Every time I'm putting this drone in the air, there is a risk that it could hit something and it might not come back. So every time that it crashes and I'm able to get it back, I'm just really thankful, because that's an expensive drone, and there's a lot of good footage on there too that I want to see. Hey, all that was damaged is a couple of props we have other props with. So just gotta get down this bank here back to the Jeep. We can fly again. Hey, we crashed a drone.
Oh.
But we got her back.
Oh, that's... Oh.
You didn't even know, did you?
No. That's a nice sculpture. Man, if these things can get that big.
Little pit stop here. We're at the end of Route 1. There's a thrift store next door here, so I'm gonna check that out as well. Old Batman movies.
Oh yes, these are animated.
So you're getting one?
Yes.
All right. Neat little thrift store there. And I kind of think this is kind of like a staple in the community right here. I mean, if you think, there are no Walmarts around here. Like, we are probably a couple 100 miles from Walmart, so you don't just go to the store and buy stuff. You go to the thrift store here. There's the Catholic church right here, the thrift store, and grocery store here. And there's the bank, and there's Subway. And that's pretty much it. Valdez to the right.
Continue straight.
115 mile. Stuck waiting for road construction again. So while we're here, Jordan and I have a couple of dad jokes, Alaska edition. You ready?
Of course, always.
Why was the glacier in therapy?
I don't know.
He's having a meltdown.
Oh, I suppose.
Having a meltdown.
Who was the wisest fish of all?
King Salmon.
Yes, as a matter of fact, that is exactly.
Okay, all right,
Sense.
got one last one for you. Here we go. Why did the salmon blush?
I don't know.
Because it saw the river's bottom. We made it to Valdez. I'm pointing right at you. Valdez! Alright, update. Just lost the drone. It's probably been about an hour or so. But I was flying, getting the waterfalls and Glacier and all this stuff here coming into Valdez. Hit one of these trees here somewhere. I climbed about 300 feet up the mountain. Was not able to locate it. So that's really disappointing because number one, I love flying. Number two, there's a lot of really good footage on there from Alaska. And I was not able to download it to my phone before the battery died, so it's gone. But on the way back down, I found this kind of cool culvert here that goes through the mountain. So I'm on my way back down to Jordan now. All right, made it back to the road, back to the Jeep. No drone. Show you guys real quick the waterfalls that I was trying to capture. So easy to lose the visual in a split second, and I hit one of these trees up in here, and I can't get to it. I mean, I was about 300 feet up, way up in there trying to find it, and just GPS on my phone was not acting right. So, need a new drone. Unfortunately, those videos are gone from today. So, oh well, we'll move on. All right, since there's no aerial photography now, I'm gonna try to do my best to show you guys this place. It is incredible. I gotta show you this waterfall right here. Some things are just beyond our control. Coming through Anchorage the other day, I saw a sign that said, plan as good as you can, then go with it. Sometimes that's really all you can do. So you move on and do the best that you can with what you have left. Honestly, that's when the really special stuff starts to happen. It's like a tropical rainforest here. It's pretty cool. This is it. This is the reason why we came to Valdez. Jordan has been wanting to walk on a glacier or iceberg, or as he says it, walk on water. I didn't know if we would actually be able to pull that off on this trip, but we're at a good place to try. That's very buggy.
Yes.
Very buggy. That's an Alaska thing. Yeah, we're taking our kayak out on Glacier Lake. I picked up an inflatable kayak on Marketplace when we arrived in Anchorage, and I've been wanting to get it in the water. So here we go. We're on our way to a glacier. It's about a 5-mile paddle both ways. These are some of the icebergs we encountered and had to navigate around in the first part of the lake. Jordan is so crazy happy right now. He is walking on water. He's walking on an iceberg. Woo! Hey, all good. That was close. Little ice cave here. There we go. That's great. Fantastic smile.
Hey people, this is the black beetle.
The question is, can we make it back that channel right there, or is there icebergs that we can't see? We made it past the ice field and started back the lake towards the glacier. It doesn't seem that far away, but it's actually over 1.5 miles from here to the glacier. It felt like we would never get there. No, I think it was actually my paddle squeaking on the side of the boat. I think we have a headwind here.
Going right into it.
Yep, which means it should be a little easier on the way out.
Yeah.
Our kayak was missing the rudder, but we put in knowing this. There was no way that we weren't going to that glacier, and it was tough for these two amateurs to keep that thing going straight. Back paddle port. We're almost there.
And then we'll come back along there.
Yep. The wind's cold coming off of there.
Yeah. Coming through there. Everything on the water part of the building.
Ah, the wind's blowing us. Feel a blast of warm air there. Yeah, I don't want to go in those caves. They might break off. All right, here we go. Going up to Poca Glacier.
We finally arrived. The other end of the way. It took a while, but now we are within pokey sticky range. We can poke it with a stick.
All right.
Daedalus has been
We're touching a glacier.
Yes, let's touch the...
Touch it. Alright. Touch the glacier, Jor.
Yes.
There we go. Valdez Glacier. We made it to the end of the lake. Check it out, man. This thing is massive. I don't know, probably like 30 feet tall or so.
It's getting to be even more massive than I thought it would be, which is... I already thought it was pretty big.
There it is. The glacier at Valdez. All right, let's paddle back. Poke.
Is that alright, Glacier?
Oh, let me get out. Yeah, to the right.
Yep.
Oh, we're hung up on an iceberg. Wow, I think we can get through.
Yeah, I think.
Small, but yeah, I think we can get through at the end if we don't get hung up on an iceberg.
We can be like,
It could happen.
maybe.
So far, so good. Fantastic. Look at that.
That is fantastic. That is very nice.
All right.
Now we're about
Back in the ice field. Once we turn, yeah, I guess we are in the ice field. We need to turn the corner here and then we're home free. We came around the corner into the ice field, and I noticed that we were starting to take on water. What I didn't realize is that there was a drain plug behind my seat. I had tried to change positions, and in doing so, I disturbed that plug. This put us in a very bad position. That water was cold, and we had about 3/4 of a mile to paddle yet, and all we could do was just paddle. By the time we made it to shore, the water was about to my waist. Holy crap. Oh man, when we were coming around that last corner right there, we started taking on water. By the time we got to
Very fast.
By the time we got to the launch right here, we probably had at least 6 inches of water in our inflatable kayak. So it was up to my belly, feet soaked, all my legs. Jordan was soaked as well. So if you're using the Intex Explorer inflatable kayak from Walmart,
Always check for a drain.
make sure that drain plug is plugged. Yeah, anyhow, we're back in the Jeep. We're warming up. That could have been pretty serious right there, but we made it back. Froze, but I think we'll be okay.
I still walked on water. Yeah, we walked on water. We need to get some supper after we get this kayak packed back up. Gotta go into town and get some supper and find some souvenirs, I think. I'm really hoping for some fish and chips tonight. I would love that. Hopefully there's a place open. What time is it now? It's like 8:30 or something now. Something along those lines. It's getting late, so I hope some place is open.
Like, for example, it rains anytime we leave Pennsylvania.
Anytime?
Yes, anytime we leave Pennsylvania, it somehow manages to rain.
Waiting to be seated at the Fat Mermaid. That is the name of the restaurant. Nowhere else is open. It's like coming up on 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, 10 o'clock and it's still not, it's not really dark yet.
What do you think?
It's tasty.
Tasty? You got the salmon, I got the cod.
Alaskan fish and chips.
We slept in the Jeep last night. After everything that happened yesterday, neither one of us felt like setting up a tent. It was late, so we just crashed in the Jeep. With the heat on, because we're kind of cold after almost sinking in our kayak. It's our last day in Alaska. We were in Valdez, and check out this view we woke up to this morning.
It had been a good trip, a really good trip. But after losing the drone and nearly sinking the kayak yesterday, we were about ready to go home. Nothing was planned for today except shopping for some souvenirs and driving 5 hours back to Anchorage for a flight home tomorrow morning. That would soon change though.
I should record this, it would be funny, huh? They locked the gate on us.
I'm hoping it's just dummy locked and we can get out of this place. What the heck? People are back in here camping and you lock the gate? Let's see here. It is locked. We're stuck in here. All right, I guess the alternative is to drive up the riverbed here and see if we can find a alternative way out. I don't know. Otherwise, we're gonna be waiting here, I guess, until someone gets here to open the gate. Jeez.
Found the other way out. Well, that was fun. We made it out, and now we're in search of...
actually.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. So now we're looking for a gift shop, pick up some souvenirs for the fam when we get home, and I don't know if they're open yet.
It was still pretty early, about 7:30 a.m. Alaska time. The only shops that were open here were outfitters, so we walked around a little, waiting for a souvenir shop to open.
Particularly strange sorts.
Valdez, Alaska. Being from Pennsylvania, it was quite fascinating to see how life is in this small fishing town in Alaska.
You hold this.
I bet it feels like 10 pounds. Yeah, feels like a bag of sugar. Bag of floor patch. The fact that there's fish to warrant all of this, huh?
Yeah.
What are the really big fish around here like to munch on?
We made a friend with the outfitter. Despite telling him we were just now leaving and had to catch a plane tomorrow, he insisted we try fishing across the bay before we left. So I figured, hey, we're in Valdez, Alaska, and we have a tip from an outfitter where to catch some fish, so let's give it a shot for an hour while we wait for souvenir shops to open. So this fella in at the outfitter recommended that we try coming over here to Jackson Point across the bay from where he was at in Valdez to fish for pink salmon before we go. So we're over here. We're gonna check it out. And I also got some coffee at the Potato. It's a beautiful morning here in Valdez. Did you bring your net? Oh man. All right. Show us what you got there.
Look at him. I can't let go of him or else he'll get away.
All right.
Look at him. First one I've ever caught on a line.
And just like that, Jordan snagged his first pink salmon on a line in the first 5 minutes. But it gets even better than that. On our way back out, we caught a glimpse of a black bear having breakfast. Naturally, we had to get out and get a video. Just like that, real easy.
Very easy.
Hold them up for me. All right.
Oh, hey.
And that right there is the bonus. Mission accomplished. Now there are only two things left to do: souvenirs and drone. I was about to file a report with the FAA this morning, but felt strongly impressed to look for my drone again on the way back out. Jordan helped me this time. We spent a couple hours looking for it. I kept reciting the words of Jesus: ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find. For whoever asks receives, and he who seeks finds. And finally, I heard that excited voice of Jordan's announcing that he had found the drone. Oh my gosh, Jordan just found it. I can hear him screaming. I can't quite get to him though. He's up the cliff. He obviously found it. He is screaming. He's excited. See if I can get back up to him here. All right.
I
Look
have
at that.
found it. Rescue mission is a success. We were reading the map wrong the whole time.
Yeah.
It was between the pine tree grove and the road. It was right here
Oh,
this
man.
whole time. The blades were tangled up in the leaves.
No kidding.
Yes,
Oh, that is amazing. Good job, Jor.
it's practically unharmed.
Good deal.
Yes.
That's amazing. Thank you, Lord.
I
So, this is where we're at.
It was here the whole time. Yeah, but
That
then
was
he
the-
gave me the satellite image and we searched around in the pine tree grove for a while. Until I actually got down the cliff and realized we were reading the map wrong the whole time.
Okay.
So eventually that led me here to a place between the pine tree grove and the road where I found it was right over there, tangled in the leaves.
All right. Good deal, buddy. And I searched this before. I'm sure Jor probably was here before. It was, anyhow.
I just didn't know to look here specifically.
Oh, man. That's amazing, buddy. Good job.
Yeah.
Let's get down to the Jeep safely. Oh man, this morning when I woke up, I was getting ready to file a report with the FAA, and I just thought, man, I just felt impressed. Like, don't do that yet. Go look for it again. And Jordan found it.
Yes. I prayed for God to give me the knowledge of where to find it, and
And-
he told me I was reading the map wrong.
And he did. So, man, I'm just so thrilled. We have about a 5-hour drive back to Anchorage, maybe 6. It was an incredible way to end the trip. I hadn't even planned anything for this day, other than just traveling back to Anchorage. And this day turned out to be probably the most memorable of this trip. Say Alaska on 3, ready, 1, 2, 3. Alaska. And now that we found the drone, there's some missing footage to see.